What is up, YouTube? So today we're continuing the budget build again. So for today I want to go through the engine a little bit more, get it all set for when the gaskets do come in. I gotta pull the crank pulley just so I can get to the front main seal. I might pull the intake manifolds, clean it up, and blah blah blah. You guys don't really care. But also on the agenda, my favorite car show of the year is actually in 2 days in the Z. Got a VIP spot at the show, which is sick. So as you can see, my Z is definitely not ready for the show, so I gotta make sure it is ready today just in case there's any hiccups, so I don't have to be rushing around tomorrow. I gotta finish up the brakes, aka I have to put a brake line back on it because I haven't done that since I stole the brake lines from this to put onto this damn thing, and make sure that all works. I haven't even tested out the 350Z rotor conversion kit yet, so that'll be interesting. I'm a little nervous, and I gotta give it a really bad wash. Like, look at this. That's insane. All right, so the headlight brackets, I painted them last night with wrinkled black and they look great. And I found the little JDM flush mount hardware in my toolbox that I actually had left over from when I did my car. So that just makes it look like nice. There's no need for that all, but why the heck not? Well, I got the headlights mounted and they look great. I could definitely could have waited till the end to do this, but I just want to get it over with now. I left all the bolts loose because there's a lot of play in the headlights when you bolt them on, and I want to make sure once we put the hood on they fit perfectly to the hood, so I'll tighten those up later. But in the meantime, just trying to stay proactive. I'm pulling the crank pulley on the engine since we really got to do that front main seal on it. And the crank pulley is actually 2 pieces, and so I don't know if you've done both the first piece. I did just, you know, for the safety of it, but I guess we'll find out pretty quickly. I got the pulley puller on it, and I'm using the old bolt as a point to push off of, and we're just gonna, hopefully we're just gonna be able to twist this thing right off. And it comes off like butter. And as you can see, there's oil all around the front timing cover, which kind of really does point to the front main seal right here. So these are cheap and really easy to replace, so we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do the oil pan gasket while at it, just for preventative maintenance, because I don't wanna have to do that in the car. So now I gotta take the clutch and flywheel off so I can get the mounting plate on and see if we can lift this up and put it on the engine stand. The plate is on, and now we have to kind of wait till we have one more dude here to lift it up, because we're not trying to throw our back outs. Well, if anyone cares, in the meantime, I am doing my Z brakes because I didn't do them yesterday because I got lazy. So I know you guys just love the brake stuff, so I'm not going to show much about it, but I ordered the stainless steel brake lines for the Z because I had to take the factory ones and put them on a 240 for that one drift event, if you guys remember. So putting these on now, I'm going to bleed them and then take the back wheels off this, put them on here, and then hopefully the Z runs and stops, and then we can give it a wash. But all right, so we just got the engine on the engine stand. Richie just showed up, so we had a 4th dude to do it. So we are all set. I'm gonna clean that later. There's like literally an inch of gross oil, dirt, and everything on the bottom of it. So I'm gonna send it down to Roger because he doesn't go to a shop every day, and I wanna make sure I catch him before next week and pick up a few things for Jip's 240. So Roger, if you guys don't know, he is our 240 plug. He parts out literally every 240 gets his hands on, so. Roger, I wish your shop was closer, but I can't complain. Can't do it. All right, so we're at Roger's new shop. Hey, Roger. Look at you guys fully moved in.
What's going on, sir?
Hey, homie. So this is Roger's new shop. He used to be a couple towns over, but it's a little tighter, so it's forcing him to be more organized, but he's doing pretty good. His whole inventory is now like right here. So if you guys see anything you need, hit this guy up. Dude, the office is sick. This is where all his SRs go.
There's more behind you too.
Dude, that looks so sick with the red and the black. I'm so jealous.
Yo, look at this, look at this.
Look at the inventory here.
Did back in the day. Go down there.
Oh, there it is. So I'm actually finding more parts than I need, which is great. So we got the training engine mount right here. I also need a cross member, which I guess is right here. So thank you. Let's see what else we need.
Take a right. Green. Keep going to the right. You'll find your power steering pump.
Oh, power steering pump. I need that too. Oh, here we go. On aisle 3, we have power steering pump. Oh, perfect. All right, let's see. In aisle 4, we got G76. Dual cam ECU. Perfect.
Need one of these.
All right, we need a MAF too, so we'll grab one of these. This looks like a dual cam MAF.
This guy's car ran.
Facility is like my favorite car in the Northeast. I love this thing so much. He has a YouTube channel, actually him and Roger. It's really, really sick. He's dropping a new SR in his car. If you guys want to watch it, I'll put the link in the description. It's called Special Feel. They are the coolest dudes, and Luke is a legendary drifter. He's so good, and he's a goofball. I love him. Give him a sub. All right, so I got an ECU, I got a MAF, intake piping, training cross member, a power steering pump, engine trans mounts, and I think we should be all set. That's the only stuff I could find and think of. So hopefully we have everything we need, and we can get a good deal on this. All right, we also realized that I need the motor mounts that go on the block, and we only have a single cam here, so we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that they're the same on a single cam.
They should be.
So
They should be.
we shall find out. I think my shopping spree is now over. We should be all set. Hopefully we don't need any more parts, but thank you again so much, Roger. The 240 plug. If you guys are in the Northeast and need any 240 part, he's probably got it.
Kinda.
And back to the shop we go. We got all of this for a small fee of $1.80, which is awesome. And Jip has been selling a lot of parts off his old shell. I think he's almost sold $600 worth of parts off it.
Yeah.
Which is
much. If they sell.
yeah, if they sell.
Posted it in an hour, and I got like $600 worth of parts pretty much sold already.
So I'm actually gonna buy a whiteboard because I wanted one for a while, and I think we're gonna start tallying up all the prices of everything, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what this is gonna.
Nothing gets left behind.
Nothing gets left behind. So this is gonna be cool.
So how about I put my seats in, only to finally watch the video from yesterday, and you're like, yeah, I want to make sure the seats stay out so I can go back under the dash. I'm like, what?
In the meantime, we're gonna clean the KA pretty crudely, whatever. So I used tinfoil to block off all the ports, the exhaust side, the intake side, all the vacuum lines, everything besides the coolant lines, which doesn't matter, is all blocked off. So we're gonna degrease this and power wash it. So this might be a little controversial to some dudes. Some guys might be like, oh my god, like you're gonna destroy it. No, you're like, I'm happy with this. You guys could judge me otherwise, but everything is blocked off that can be damaged. And you know what, we're doing a full engine flush anyway, so if a little bit of water gets in there, not a big deal.
I'm gonna get blasted right back up.
All right, so I hit it with the degreaser. It's already starting to melt a lot of the grease off. A lot of the engine isn't really that bad. It's just, you know, it's a rusty because it's iron block and it's been sitting for a long time. But this like inch layer of grease and gunk and old oil and dirt is like melting off with this degreaser. So we're gonna power wash it and watch it clean up real nice. Keep hitting one of the channels on the engine block and we should so
Blasts everyone.
So of course, as we're almost done, Richie hooked us with the light. But this is nice. It's so much cleaner. I gotta really make sure there's no water in this anywhere, which isn't too hard, but we should be all set. Dude, it's a whole different engine. Alright, so we're gonna clean the power steering pump too while it's out because that thing is filthy. So that is also all masked off so water can't get in inside of anything. So we're gonna degrease it. And,
Oh, my bad.
This is environmentally friendly degreaser, just to let you guys know.
Alright, so we're gonna blast these things off because why the heck not? They're filthy.
Oh my god.
Really gross though.
The engine cleaned up amazing. It's like a whole different motor. That is unreal. Just took the air hose to it, cleaned it all off, made sure there was no more coolant sitting in it, all that good stuff. So we should be all set. Now we're gonna do the typical gaskets when they come in, paint the valve cover, make it look all pretty. And I'm stoked. Looks amazing, huh?
I'm glad we power washed it.
Dude, definitely worth the time.
Makes me want to KAT swap it.
Also washed all the random parts too while we were at it, so everything should be nice and clean when we put it in. I gotta get the power steering pump on it, get that all set, and then yeah. Cannot wait to get the gasket kit for this thing. I fixed the Z. Well, I didn't fix it. I just put the wheels back on it, put it on the ground. Brakes are all set, so the Z is no longer a parts car. It is actually on the ground. I really want to go test drive it, but it's getting late, so I'm going to wait till tomorrow. This side is rubbing a little harder on the brake than I would like, so hopefully it's fine. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But so we moved the hatch out because we're going to pull the Z out just so tomorrow I can clean it and do everything. We want to put the hatch in my spot because Drew is getting salty about having Jip in his spot, so I'm gonna bring the Z home until I finish the hatch after the car show on Sunday. So, but you know, have it started in probably a month, and it, you know, no hesitation. You can't beat it. It's absolutely filthy though. It's like 10 shades lighter, like it's pink. Poor Z. The cars are swapped around. The Z is still running fantastic, which I don't know why it wouldn't, but the brakes didn't squeal or lock up or anything. For my like quick 2 little step in the parking lot, they feel amazing, so I can't wait to road test them. But this needs a really bad detail, horribly. But this is the spot of Jip's car for probably until we finish it, so in my corner. But once we get the engine together, married to the tranny, hopefully we'll be getting this thing running super fast. So we were actually entertaining the idea of possibly turboing the KA. At first we weren't gonna go about it just because of the budget is very low right now, but we realized that we could probably turbo this thing for pretty cheap. The most expensive part is just gonna be the management. So if anyone that watches the videos has a hookup on the management for a turboed KA, like a Nismotronic, a Nistune, an AEM or something laying around and they wanna let it go for cheap, let me know. Hook us up, because I really wanna turbo this. But Drew's tubs are coming out nice. This one came out mint. This one is a little tight just because you have the, you know, power steering reservoir, your hot pipe and your intake piping all in the same spot. But I think it's gonna work.
I want to test fit it, but like I don't want to put it all together and then have to take it all apart to paint it. So we're just gonna figure it out after I paint it.
Alright, so today we went 240 shopping and got a bunch of parts that we needed, a lot of random stuff that would have taken a long time to piece together from other people. I'm very grateful that we have a guy like Roger around. It makes our life a lot easier. So the engine is fully cleaned up. I'm super excited about it. It was so gross before. This looks like a whole different motor. So this is gonna be great. This is gonna come together super fast. I'm gonna paint the valve cover, put the new clutch on when it comes in, marry the transmission, put the harness on and drop it in, and hopefully we'll have it running just a day or two after that. Now, since we're waiting on parts and the weekend is starting now, hopefully we get everything on a Monday or Tuesday, so then we can have this car running by the end of next week, which would be absolutely fantastic. And like I mentioned before, if anyone can get me the hookup on a management for the KA, let me know, because I really want to turbo this thing. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Cop yourself a pineapple shirt. I'll put the link in the description. We're dropping some new merch soon. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, okay, goodbye.